Hi everyone, welcome back to Pepcoding. I hope you all are good. So today in this video we are going to do one more question related to linked list, and our question is remove nth node from end of the linked list. So we have given one singly linked list and we have to remove the nth node from the end of the list, and at the end we have to return its head. So first of all, we have given one nth node that we want to remove, and we have to remove that node from end of the list. That means we have to start counting the list from the end, right? See this, sorry, this is the list which has given to us. If the value of n is 3, that means we have to start counting the list from the end. So this is first node, this is second node, this is my third node, this is fourth node, this is fifth node, right? So we know the value of n is 3 here. So third node is this. That means I have to remove this node from the list. So this is the question. Now how we can solve this question? We can solve this question by many methods. I'm going to discuss here three approaches to do this question. First is by difference, finding the difference. Second, how we can solve this question by maintaining the difference. We will take two pointers C1 and C2. Initially these two pointers at head node, but I will make the distance of n here. For example, if n is 3, so the distance between these two pointers will be 3, and after maintaining the distance, I will start shifting my C1 and C2 by one position, right? Now, second is finding the size. First, in this method, we will first find the size of linked list, that is 5 here, and simply subtract the nth value from it, which is 3 now, it will come 2. So at the next of this node, I am storing this node. So that means the node which is coming after this node, I have to delete that node. Okay, the last method is finding, I am writing it here, reverse. We will simply reverse our linked list. That means pointers will get reversed, and at nth position I will remove this node, right? So these are the three methods which I want to discuss with you. Okay, so I am going to use this method to do my question. So let's understand how this method will work. This is my linked list. 3, 4, 5, 6, right? This is my first node, this is my second node, this is my third node, this is my fourth node, this is my fifth node, and this is my sixth node. N is 3. That means, and I am counting my list from the end. So this is the third position. That means I have to remove this node. Now how I can do that? See, initially this is my head, and C1 is at head position and C2 is also at head position. So first of all, I have to maintain the difference of 3 between these two nodes, the difference of n. So C2 will come here, 1, 2, 3, right? C2 will come here. Okay, now I have to start shifting my C1 and C2 by 1 position. Now at second iteration, C1 will come here, C2 will come here, C1 will come here, C2 will come here, sorry, C2 will come here, C1 will come here, and C2 will come here. Now when C2 will become null, my C1, that means my pointer number 1, denote the exact node which I want to delete. Okay, so every time when my C2 will become null, C1 pointer will represent the exact position of that node which I want to delete. Okay, so what I will do, see, this is my C1. I have to make this connection now. I have to delete this node. So initially the address of fourth node has stored here, but now I want to make this connection with 3. So initially the address of this node has stored here. So simply I will store the address of this node here, right? What I will do, at node.next, that means here, this is the next of my node where I can store address of my upcoming node. Okay, now I have to delete this node. So simply this is my node.next. Okay, so this is next element which is coming after this node. I will store next of node.next. What does that mean? So by simply doing this, I can remove this node. See, here we, sorry, I will take this pointer. Here we have address of this node. That means at next of this node, I am storing this node, which is node.next, right? So this is my node.next, which is representing this node, right? Now here you can see the address of this node has stored here. So that means this represent next of node.next. Okay, so that means this is representing this node now. So I have stored this in my node.next here. So simply my connection will get established here. Okay, so this is the way by which I can break this connection. I hope you have understood it till here. What I have done, simply I have to break this connection. So as you all know, node of linked list has two parts, one store data and one store address of next node. So instead of storing the address of this node, I will store address of this node, which has initially stored here, right? So this I have done with this statement, right? Now we can have one more case. For example, the size of linked list is 6 now. Size is 6. If the n value will become 6, what I will do, I will simply return next of head, right? I will simply return next of head. I hope you have understood it. Now let's try to do it. If my head is null, you just need to return null. Okay, I will take two pointers here. C1, at C1 I will store head, and at C2 I will again store head, right? Now what I will do, first of all I have to maintain the difference of n between my two pointers. I will simply shift my C2, and here what I will do, if my C2 is equals to null, then I will simply return head dot next. That means if the value of n is equals to the size of linked list, I will simply return head dot next. This case here the size of linked list is 6 and the value of n is also 6, so I will simply return head dot next. Okay, now coming from here, I have to check till C2 dot next. That means next of C2 node is equals to null. I have to shift both the pointers by one position. Okay, and at the end I have to break the connection. At C1 dot next, I have to store next of C1, right? So at next of C1 I will store next of C1 dot next. So this way I will break my connection of nth node and simply return head here, which has given to us. Now run it. So our output has got accepted. Let's submit it. So we are getting correct answer. I hope you have understood till here. Okay, so this is the case when our head is null, return null. Then I will take two pointers, then simply maintain the difference of n between two pointers. This is the case which I have discussed with you, and simply till my C2 node becomes null. Okay, just shift my C1 and C2 by one position, and when my C2 will become null, simply break the connection. Okay, so I hope you have understood everything. Thank you so much.